the people's best reactions to the 2025 R1 Swedish Grand Prix. Yes, guys, we're back finally with the people's best reactions. I know, it has been a while since we've done this series. Like, a pretty long while. But we're finally back to do this. Thank goodness. And yeah, we're here to talk about the Swedish Grand Prix. So yeah, let's rate the race first of all. Personally, I would go with a 7 out of 10. Wasn't one of the best races. Like, people need to understand that that sometimes drama-filled races doesn't always mean that it's good. Drama-filled races are only mostly good if the stories are behind the earth is big, but this one was pretty big, so. But the drama basically carried it. There was still some good racing. I would give it an 8 out of 10. I don't know what you're talking about. I think it was a pretty good race. Well, it's good for us to disagree. Anyways, the first thing that we kind of have to get into, George and Manson. Now, question coming in from everyone. Whose fault was it on the incident? I've been surprised. I've been seeing it going a lot two ways. Some people saying it's Manson's fault. People saying it's George's fault. I personally think it's Manson's fault. Because he knew George was going around the outside. And he basically squeezed him a bit too much onto the grass. I think if he squeezed him, he was not expecting for them to make contact, but they ended up making contact. So I think it's been blown over a lot because the two of them. But really and truly, everybody, well, it was just like a small touch, but pretty dramatic ending. Yeah, Matt, I personally think that George should not have been trying to go around the outside there anyways, in my opinion. Well, that's kind of true. Like, he could have waited a lot. He had the faster car. He clearly could have waited a lot. And yeah, that literally took away the win from both of them. Yeah, that literally took away the win from both of them. Anywho, so Mark won because he was in third place at the time. He was having a cracking race with Mark. Yeah, George still caught driver of the day for some reason. I guess because he was going on to win, but yeah, Mark had a cracking race. He won his first race. Yes, it's lucky, but like literally, I feel so bad because I guess since luck is in it, no one really cares. Like no one's really talked about his win that much. Like that had to be like, the least popular win of the season. Like, because I think his win just got completely overshadowed in my opinion. And he had like the best race of his life, literally. Cause where did he start in like fifth or fourth? I think fourth place. Yeah, he actually made it past Ocon. So yeah, he actually had a cracking race. Anywho, let's move on to Brandon McKenna and Barry. Of course, they had a crash. Once again, Barry's fault for, he knew. That's kind of the problem with Sweden. That's only the one problem that I find. It's a great track, but it's very old school. Like it's very old, so it's pretty narrow for these cars nowadays. So like to get a move on, you really gotta like risk it. And yeah, I completely forgot that this is the Grand Prix. And we're gonna have one more of. So at least we had a chaotic race, and then the next race here will be the last one. But yeah, anyways, we had Ocon managing to finish second in the end. He's probably the biggest gainer from this weekend because now he catches up to George now. Roger Ramsey as well. Should have definitely finished on the podium at Elverson, but just did not have the pace. But yeah, he finally got the podium finish. His first podium finish of the season here. He finally got, so that's nice. Yeah. right now in this like middle part of the season, Roger Graham is really coming into his own. And yeah, Mario was fourth. Didn't really seem to have the pace in the race. He could have been on the podium, but he started behind Roger. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Madison recovered to fifth. He had a penalty that he had to serve. So, but yeah, after all that, for Madison to recover to fifth, that makes George the biggest loser here. Because Madison still recovered to fifth, so that is 42 points in the championship. Meanwhile, like, the even worse thing is like George was having some steady and great momentum in the championship. But yeah, now he's basically seemingly lost like all of that. Which kinda sucks. But yeah, then who finished sixth? Who did finish sixth? Oh yeah, David Norris finished a lonely sixth. Ah boy. He's not having the best of races. I didn't like after his incident in FP1, he couldn't do FP2. I just think that he didn't have enough seat time. And yeah, 7th and 8th. Yellow Sheep. Double point for them. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect Edward to come through the field like that. And now they're back to 6th in the constructors, so they're doing pretty well again now. Yellow Sheep. Fart managed to score some points too. Kyla getting 9th, then Jay getting 10th. So we did have some people that I didn't expect to be in the points, like Kyla. And of course Edward coming from nowhere. But yeah, with a pretty good race. Not sure for Blue Driver Range. We'll try to see. I'm just glad that we're back here making content. But yeah, next race is literally this week, so I don't think we'll have any time. We'll finally make a prediction for the first time in a long time. Yeah, this week is Germany. Yeah, Germany. That should be interesting. I remember last year that was the best race of the season. One of them. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys later.